Great. Thank you very much. And thank you, everybody, on behalf of BELTA and TESOL Greece for joining us today. Thank you to all of the great presenters who came before me. I learned a lot of great stuff today. Today, I'm going to take just a few minutes, 10 to be exact, to tell you a little bit about our organization, BELTA. BELTA stands for the Belgian English Language Teachers Association. We are actually just like our country, the country of Belgium. We're very much young, scrappy, and hungry, to paraphrase or misquote Lin-Manuel Miranda in the musical Hamilton. BELTA was just founded a few years ago, actually, only December 2012, as you can see there, by Mika Kennis, who's in the room with us today, James Taylor, who spoke earlier today, and Guido. They were looking for an organization to help them as teachers of English in Belgium, and there was nothing, so they decided to start their own. So therefore, we're still very much a young teaching association in comparison to other teaching associations like TESOL Greece and TESOL France and all of those. But we are very proud of what we do. Being young gives us, sometimes we feel, a competitive advantage here in Belgium. So we just celebrated our 5th anniversary. We're very, very proud of that. We're moving into our 6th year. And, you know, being young, as Rob said, one of the things we're looking for is not just for the older people like myself who have been in the profession for a while, but to bring in the younger profession. And we're very fortunate that a number of our great members and board members also happen to be teacher educators. And we use that to help us infuse our organization with young potential teachers, many of whom who stay with us for the long term. So that helps us to develop, we think, or take a different approach. Also, many of our board members are younger as well, which also helps. The first thing that BELTA did as being a young organization was that one of the first things they did was start a BELTA Day. It's our annual conference. They started the organization in December 2012, and then in June of 2013, they had their first conference, or we had our first conference. And it was a low-key event, you know, not a lot of people, around 100, which was still good for a first-year conference. And that conference now has grown into a pretty big and pretty premier event here in Belgium for both the north, the Flemish side, and for the south, the Wallonian side. We're very proud of the fact that we have members from both sides of the language border here in Belgium, in addition to members from Germany and the Netherlands and from France. That helps us. So that was the first thing we did. We've had a number of great speakers at our conferences, including Philip Kerr. We've had Hugh Deller. We had Jeremy Harmer, Luke Meddings. And as Ron mentioned earlier in his talk, this year we're having Scott Thornberry, and we're very, very happy. And that's off the heels of last year's wonderful event with David Crystal. So the fact that these people want to come to Belgium and speak at our conference, we feel is a big plus for us. The second thing that we did, I don't think my slides are up yet. Nope. The second thing we did was start running our Sundays with BELTA webinar series, which this event is now part of that event for us. Our original president, James Taylor, decided that having an international presence was just as important as having a national presence. Excuse me. So he decided that we would start these webinars. They ran on Sundays, or they still run on Sundays at 4 o'clock. And we've had speakers from all over the world speak for us. We're lucky that a couple of the speakers here today, Rob, Ron, Heather, have all spoken or have done a webinar for us. We've had people like Andrew do a webinar for us as well. Okay, so let's see if we can have our slides here. Yeah. Okay. Let me go back. So, as I was telling you, we're young, but we're growing. We started with 3 founders that grew into 7 board members. And today, we now have 10 board members, including a board member who's under 30. And we're very, very happy for that. We feel that that type of voice is exactly what we older folks need. Again, we started with 3 members, the original founders, to roughly 50 members, to presently around 225 members in our organization. We think that's a pretty substantial growth for us over this period of time. We are part of TESOL, and that doesn't necessarily make us scrappy, but one of the things we wanted to do with our partnerships was really, really allow our membership to benefit from the partnerships. So this year we offered 2 travel grants to the EFLtalks conference. One is awarded at our annual conference at BELTA Day, and that was won this year by Ria Orris, who will be attending in Brighton. And the other is we're trying to encourage our members, because they have so many great ideas, to present at the EFLtalks conference. And that was won this year by Natasha Cohn, who will be presenting at EFLtalks in Brighton, and then again in our conference in May. We have a number of other partnerships, including with organizations, like Erasmus Hogeschool in the center of Brussels. They are our headquarters for BELTA Day. And we're very proud to develop these partnerships with our local university colleges, whether it's Odyssey, who we're with for 5 years, or now Erasmus or Thomas More, where I work. As I said, we had our BELTA Day conference. The first was in 2013. Last year we had our 5th conference that featured David Crystal. And as you can see, we've had a number of great speakers, like I've mentioned, including Scott this year. And hopefully you'll be joining us, and maybe, who knows, you can be our plenary speaker at our 10th conference in 2022. As I mentioned, we do our Sundays with BELTA webinar series. We've had over 50 webinars recorded, and these are available to our members for 6 months, and then available to the general public thereafter. So we're always trying to find great new professional development opportunities for our members. Whether they come with us on a Sunday or they see it later, it doesn't matter. The idea is to experience great ideas in the EFL world like we've experienced today. We are hungry in the sense that we're always looking for outstanding professional development opportunities. So to help us do that, we have our BELTA blog. We do invite members and non-members to contribute to our BELTA blog. We also have our BELTA bulletin that's issued 3 times a year. And the BELTA Bulletin contains articles from ELT professionals all over the world, including Christina, who writes book reviews for us, and including a lot of other people. So please, those are available too. If you're an international member, we give them to you by PDF. If you're a national member, then you can receive that in your mailbox. So as I said, we are young, scrappy, and hungry. Are you? If you are, think about becoming a member. We offer memberships for individuals, for international memberships in our surrounding countries, the UK, France, the Netherlands, Germany. If you're in one of those countries, you can join at the international rate. Institutional, if you are a school or a language center, or a university or university college, you can join us as well. And we also have student and retired and unemployment rates. So you can meet us at the www.beltabelgium.com, as my colleague Mika is putting all this information into the chat box for you. As been mentioned a few times today, and I'm truly, truly grateful to the people who did, our annual conference, BELTA Day 2018, is on Saturday. Oops, means I'm done. Saturday, the 5th of May, and it's in the heart of Brussels. And if you'd like to join us, you can. And there's still 2 ways to do that. You can submit a proposal to speak at our conference. And to do that, you just go to the BELTA Belgium website, /BELTA Day 2018, and just click on the link for call for proposals. And you have till the 28th of January to submit a proposal. If not, you can just come and participate with us, be a delegate, and our registration for that opens on the 15th of February. So we certainly hope that we see you. We see many of the speakers who are here today at our day or at one of our days in the upcoming years. As it's been mentioned, it is a great conference. We're extremely proud of the conference. We think it's one of the best events that we run. And so we hope that you can come and you can join us as a speaker or participant or volunteer in any way that you see fit. So please make sure you check out our website and you check out all the information and try to join us on the 5th of May in beautiful Brussels. Okay, so that's BELTA, Rob. I hope that's everything.